You know, I got a new toy. What's up, y'all? Welcome out to the midday show with, of course, me, Toni Byrd, comedian, but Toni Byrd first. What's going on? What's going on? My voice is crazy. Want to welcome everybody out today. Again, I'm back. Please share, follow, and like. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to obtain a gold here and I need your support. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where my people at? Can't start till I get some people up in here now. But I do have a question. What's your favorite midday drink? Like, what do you drink? Grab your midday drink and let's go. I ain't talking about alcohol. I'm talking about what's your midday drink. You know what I'm saying? My midday drink is tea. I like drinking tea. That's my midday drink. I drink ginger tea because I'm a smoker, and that's the problem. Okay, that's why my voice going. But no, really, welcome everybody out, man. Please share, share, share. Today I got a dope show for y'all. Today I got Danny is coming on to talk about some things, her book, and some things she's done in the community and her life. So we're gonna have a great time. I just want to welcome everybody out. This Saturday, I will be performing live at Comedy in Harlem, Black owned comedy club. Jamie Roberts, Nikki Sunshine. What happened to my damn voice? I was fine. Now my voice is going. Ain't that some shit? All right, I'm telling you, this is gonna get better. But it's ladies' night, Saturday, February 24th. It's me, Samantha Santos, Mugga Phoenix. If you don't know about Mugga, gotta come see her perform. And also GL Douglas. You gotta see her perform too. So it's gonna be a fire ass show at Comedy in Harlem. And I hope y'all can make it out. Showtime is at 8 p.m. sharp. So you know they run their show like a comedy club. So please get there on time if you decide to come. Anyway, back to it. I don't know what's going on. Maybe 1 o'clock ain't a good time. Maybe I gotta do 12 o'clock because I'm like, yo, where y'all at? I should have spent 3 minutes in. I'm like, yo, let me go on Facebook. I'm gonna share it because let me see something. Oh, Danny shared it. Okay, so oh she comment. Oh, okay. See, you know what? Oh, I'm stupid. I see y'all, I had oh man, I'm so crazy. I hope y'all are still here. Oh, what's up? I do see a hey, happy winning Wednesday, no doubt, no doubt. Sabrina, what's going on? I hope you still here. I wasn't looking at the comments, so my bad. Please forgive me. Oh yeah, I definitely got to get Sabrina on here. So you know, as I grow my page, more people will come, and you know, we gonna get into these discussions, and some shit gonna be funny, some shit going not gonna be funny, some shit gonna be. Hold on, let me turn that up. Let me see if I can hear that. Some shit gonna be. Yeah, shots fired. And some shit is just gonna be real. So I don't know. I don't know. I think I messed up. Yeah, I must have left, but it's all good. So I'm just waiting for Danny to come on. I just want to tell y'all, man, I appreciate Wednesdays because Wednesdays is close to the weekend, right? Especially when you working, man. You know what I'm saying? You put Monday, Tuesday in, come Wednesday, you out here. You know what I'm saying? You like, yo, where the party at? What we doing? Where we going? Let me share this shit. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Especially on Wednesday, man. You know what I mean? Get in the house. If you here, just check in with me. Just check in if you with me. You know what I'm saying? Please check in. Mm, halfway there. Halfway there. So when I first started, I said, yeah, I'm about to take a road trip. Okay, that's what's up. Um, I was saying, what's your good midday drink? You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta have something to drink in the midday. And my other drink is that goddamn, what is they putting in the soda? Because why I'm always drinking Canada Dry ginger ale? Like, what is that about? Like, I just can't seem to not have a Canada Dry ginger ale throughout the day. It's not gonna happen. So, but I do make sure I get in and get me a cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? A cup of tea to, warm my insides up. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, man. So Wednesday, we halfway here. When we halfway there. If you don't know, I am retired, so I don't have to do that hustle and bustle no more. My only hustle and bustle is to get to the show on time. Other than that, man, I had a super dope show last night out in Long Island. When at backstage, Long Island was off the chain last night. So you know, if you you know if you was there, man, you know, a good ass show. All right, I see Danny coming in. That's what's up. So, yeah, without further ado, you know what I'm saying? I was going to do a couple of little jokes, but I don't feel funny right now. Hello? So, I have no jokes to tell right now. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring some Danny in. But before I do, I'm going to tell you I met this sister some years ago, and very encouraging. She gave me a couple of opportunities to work with her. Very workable. Everybody ain't workable. That's funny. Can't work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shots fired. But you know what I'm saying? Thank God she's a very workable person, been in the neighborhood and community. She's out here in Jersey. She'll give you some more details about herself. So please, man, show your love right now. If you want to clap your hands, whatever you want to do. But show your throw a purple heart up for me. Let me know you're here. Whatever you want to do, I'm gonna bring on Danny. Oh shit. What happened? Oh no, shots fired. Hey, Charlene, what's going on, Charlene? What's going on? I see you, sis. Oh shit, that's funny. She must. Oh, okay. Here she go. Here she goes. She back into the stage. Danny, man, what's up, man? What's up, man?
Hey, hey, fam. How you doing? How you doing? What's going on with you? T Bird and the Bird Gang.
Man, down, no down, Burn Gang comedy all day, man. How's it going?
It is going. God is good, man. I'm blessed. All love, all love. Another day above the ground. It's always a good thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. I like that. So, what you sipping on? What you drinking on?
um, Sparkling water.
Look, I got some of that too. I got the water over here too. I'm just
Yeah,
on the
sparkling water,
speaker
man.
to help my voice a little bit.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
So tell them some what's up, Gregory? Just shouting everybody out. Just please come
Yeah.
in. Today we
Yeah.
got a super dope show. My girl
Mm-hmm.
Danny is in the building, y'all.
Hey, hey, hey. Yo, yo.
So, Danny, so where you from, bro? Tell them people where you from.
Well, it's on my hat. I'm from Harlem, New York. I'm born and
Okay.
raised. Lived in Harlem most of my life. Well, the beginning stages of my life. Lived up on Sugar Hill. Um, Shout out to the battlegrounds. Sugar Hill for life.
Yeah.
It's all.
Right,
It's
right, right.
That's the deal.
Okay, for some reason I thought you was from Jersey, man. Didn't I meet you in Jersey?
No, actually, you met me at the warehouse years ago.
Oh my God, the warehouse in the
Imma take
Bronx,
you to the
bro.
Bronx, bro. Yeah, yeah,
Wow,
yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the
That's
warehouse
where
in
you
the
that's where you
Bronx.
originally met me at.
Oh, that's where I used to do security. I
Yep.
was doing security because Trey had that spot locked down,
Trey
man.
had that spot. I was singing at the time, and I had put out a independent CD years ago in the '90s before all of the big name artists realized that that was the way to go because they were getting robbed. They had to wait for Prince to put Slave on his face to figure it out. So
Oh my God. Yo, that's funny. Yo, but
yeah,
put that up, man. Well, you see what's going on today at the top. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Everybody want
yeah,
their rights and they publishing rights and
yeah, yeah,
white
yeah.
people living off of all that work they did and they in
Hmm.
the poorhouse, man.
Yeah,
But I don't
yeah.
want to get off track. But the warehouse was dope, man. That's when you know, I ain't gonna front like I went to a lot of parties, but they were always women on women parties, right?
Right, right.
They told me they was like, "Yo, come Friday, man. We gonna have the guys up in here." I said,
Yeah,
"Okay." I ain't
yeah.
thinking it's a gay male party. Okay, so when I
Right.
walked in there and I seen all them guys in that shit fuck. I ain't even gonna front. Me being a lady, but that shit fucked me up. I said, "Oh shit, it's gay men out here for real." Like, yo, what
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
But nah, man, we had
Mm,
plenty of parties there. The pool table, the outdoor. That was a
yeah.
dope ass spot, really big
It was
too.
it was really a dope spot, man. It was really a dope spot. And for the time that it was up there, anybody was in there,
Hell yeah. Damn right, especially if
and
you was from New York.
yeah,
You had to
yeah.
be at the warehouse, what?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You ever been to Crazy Nannies? You ever
Yes.
went to
I
Oh,
mean, I being from New York, a lot of people that are from out of state that'll hear us talking about these places, unless they knew somebody in New York or unless they visited New York, they
right.
really
They're not gonna know.
they're not gonna know. I mean, I came out. Okay, what happened?
The only reason why I'm asking you these questions is because to show the history of how long we have known each other. Oh, did she freeze? Oh my God, she's frozen now. What is going on here? What?
We moved
Oh
over.
yeah, you back.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Good.
But
No,
yeah, the history goes back. We go back, man, to
right,
the '90s.
right. That's a long
And yeah, yeah, I've admired you. I have, seen your growth. And I have always been a fan, when I realized you started doing comedy, I was like, okay, this gonna be some stuff because this nigga's funny. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? It's
Yeah.
crazy because I didn't that, but so once I started doing comedy, everybody's like, you was always, telling jokes and saying
Mhm.
funny shit, man. But
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
happy I followed the gift. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Happy I
Yeah.
followed the gift. So what you
Yeah.
been up to, man? I know you a super dupe chef. Know you know how to
Yeah.
cook,
Yeah.
make a
Still
couple.
chefing it up. Still chefing it up by day. I unlike you haven't had that the opportunity to retire yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got into cooking and I changed careers later on. So I got into cooking. I had my own small business. And then I went to work for, a pretty good company. They're one of the best, well, they are the best supermarket to work for, and have been in top, they've been number one for about 25 years in the Forbes top 500 list of companies to work for. I'm not giving them no shout out because they ain't paying me. So
Oh, okay. I was getting ready to say what
nah, nah,
supermarket you
nah. We
talking
ain't
about?
getting
But I'm
monetized.
gonna
We
call
ain't
you.
talking
I'm
about
a,
them, but
all right, Gregory, thank you.
but
But I'm gonna call you. I want the name of that.
yeah, yeah. But
Supermarket. Oh,
in between there, had a couple of partnerships in restaurants and so on and so forth. And then COVID hit, and then all hell broke loose in the, as everybody knows, the restaurant industry. A lot of companies didn't make it through there,
right.
because we had to close.
Uh,
We were one of those industries that, as far as the supermarket was concerned, I was an essential.
hmm
But as far as the restaurant was concerned, you know, uh,
Right.
it,
So
it
did you
wasn't
get
like
any?
that.
Did you get any government assistance?
Well,
They was
I,
giving out money. Shit, I got
I-
some.
yeah, mum's
What?
the word. Mum's the word. I,
I
I,
don't know. Well, I guess, man. Listen, I ain't
I,
on it
I will
now,
never
but
tell. I will never
I
tell.
never take a sip. Take a sip.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna leave that be. I'm gonna
Man,
leave that be. But
no doubt, man. No doubt, man. Well, listen. Apparently, everything is working for you because you're here today. So
yeah,
let people
yeah.
know. We know you're a chef,
Mhm.
cook,
Yeah,
and that's something you've been doing, and you sing.
yeah, yeah.
Are you still
I
singing?
I don't sing professionally anymore, but I could hold a note or two.
You want to sing us a little something? You want to
I
give us
do
a little
not. I
sample?
do not. That is not what I'm here for today. I
Oh no,
ain't
just a
singing.
little, just a
God,
little.
let's just say that God is always on my side. Yeah.
Oh
He's
yeah.
never left me, and I thank him every day. Yeah.
All
Not
right,
bad, not
then.
bad.
Right. That's what I'm
Don't
talking about.
don't sing professionally anymore, but it's good to be able to carry a note. And but for the most part, I relocated again back in 2022, and then got down here with my job. And
Uh, oh, so you're not in Jersey anymore?
no, I'm not. I actually have a couple of different places that I call home, but relocated down to Delaware.
Oh,
And
how was it out
Delaware's
there?
the bomb. Delaware's the bomb. Really
Really?
quiet, really nice. God knew what he was doing when he changed me from one place to another. Sometimes, you know, i- i- I'm the type of joker that, like, look, when God say move, I've learned you just don't question it. You just move,
Right.
because he's gonna guide you for a reason. And
Absolutely.
most of the time it's not, like, I don't know about nobody else, but change is hard. And for most people, change is like, because it's something different, it's something new, it takes some time,
Mm.
but I came down here, and then 90 days later I couldn't work. My back imploded in three areas of my spine.
Oh
So,
wow. Sorry
like,
to hear that.
literally, yeah, literally, like, 90 days later I was out
Oh wow.
for the count. But
So so
during
how
that.
did you? That?
Go ahead. No, you
I
first.
was just saying. No, I was just saying. So you falling into that. So how did you? How's it going now? How's it going so far for you?
Well, I'm walking. I could jog a little bit. I can dance. So I guess I'm good. But let me see the blessing. All things work together for the good. And
Absolutely.
I'm gonna say, for those who love a higher power, God ain't gonna God ain't gonna drop you off anywhere. He's gonna. It might not seem like that when one door closes. But trust and know, while you're in the hallway, and as uncomfortable as that hallway feeling is, there's always going to be a bigger, better door or window that's going to open for you. And,
Absolutely, man. We've
so
experienced that time and time
it's
again, brother.
over and over and over
Over.
again. And yes,
Always
yes,
experienced that.
for
Um,
real. But while I was down,
mhm.
while I was moving, I actually found my manuscript that I really sat down and wrote, penmanship, you know, hand wrote out and back in 2005.
Oh,
And I'm like, it was always too busy. Something was going on, new business, new relationship, all
mhm.
kinds of stuff. But here we are 18 years later, and while I was down, I was literally down, had to learn how to walk all over again and everything. And while I was down, I was like, God, I'm not one of these jokers that just sit around and collect a check. That's not who I am. What do I do now? And I
Mhm.
found the manuscript again, and that's where this baby came in
Oh,
at.
wow. That's dope. Pretty Little Bastard Child.
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
So
What the
yeah.
name of a book, man.
Well, yeah, it's the second. Well, that's the main title, but the subtitle is Memoirs of the Darkness That Turned on God's Light. So
Mm,
it's my memoir, and it's a
wow.
story. It's a story, man. I guess we can get into that soon. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Wow.
you
That's
know.
what's up, man. Where can they find this book at?
Well, I'm self-published, so again, just like when I had put out my music, I sold 10,000 copies of my first CD, Underground, and it's a blessing and a curse to be able to do that. The blessing is that you own it; it's yours.
Mm,
The curse is that you don't have a big company putting out all of that, huge lump sum of marketing to put you out there so everybody knows. But when you come from a place where the fellowship and I've been a deacon for 13, 14 years. I had a pretty huge church family. I know a lot of people and, the party scene, X, Y, and Z. Word of mouth, you can get it from me directly. You can inbox me, you can DM me. I have a website that will take you straight to the book. It's on Amazon.com, it's on Walmart.com, it's on Barnes and
do me a
Noble Book.
favor. Put it in the comments. Make
Okay.
sure you add that into the comments.
I
So
got you. I got
when
you.
this ends,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
people look
Mm-hmm.
at the comments or they're
Yeah.
interested in
Yeah.
buying the book. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They
Yeah.
know where to
Yeah.
get it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
what motivated you? Like, where did your motivation come from? I mean, because that could have been, a really hard time to like be knocked down for a minute like that. I mean,
Yeah. Well,
um,
see that's the thing. I believe, and again, I say it all. I'll say it to the day I die. God does not close one door unless He has something bigger and better for you. By the time they did the surgery on my spine, I had been, like just basically like, okay, God, and if anybody ever moved from state to state, that ain't cheap, like, it's not like you moving to another town or to another borough, and you just
right,
need, your rent and security,
right, right, right,
and maybe
right,
a one-way moving truck, like, to
right.
move from state to state is,
It's
yo,
a lot of
and
work because you're
it's a lot.
paperwork,
Yeah.
everything. 'Cause I moved from, like, just moving from New York to Jersey, but I think it's because Jersey is a little bit
Mhm.
closer to New York.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was
Mhm.
kinda a smoother transition for me because I
Yeah.
had that one truck, I had that
Yep.
one-bedroom truck, I
Yep.
had
Yep. Yep.
the,
Yep.
1 month's rent, 1 month's security, and boom. You know what I'm saying? But I know
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm
So
retired, what happens, benefits change,
yes. Yes. Yes.
uh,
So it was
I
all of
think
that.
yeah,
All of it.
it's a
You
lot
know.
going especially with these
Hey,
taxes, man.
hey,
I know
let me
I
try
know
it.
that I know that
Mhm.
Delaware is a tax, if you're retired, tax-free state
Yeah, yeah.
for
Well, it's a
retirement.
tax-free state in, period. There's no tax on
Oh,
food,
okay.
clothes, shopping, none of that stuff. However, believe you me, when you have a state like that, they might not get you on the tax point, but
What
everything is a little bit more expensive to make up for what they're not grabbing from taxes. Like,
really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They get you one way or the other. Like, for instance, myself, my wife, and my son, we all, of course, had cars. So, in order to register our cars down here,
Mhm.
um, 4.5% of the Kelly Blue Book value of your car, they charge you to bring your car into their state.
Huh?
So if
I
you
don't
got a
understand.
if
Take
you got
that
a
down.
Lambo, when I tell you
No, wait.
it was crazy. 4.5% of whatever the Kelly Blue Book value of your car is.
So say
They
it's like 10,000. Say your car is
Yeah,
10,000. So
yeah. So
you have to pay them how I don't understand. What are you paying them?
well, this is the deal. You're gonna pay them 4.5% of 10,000. So it's gonna come out to a few $100,
Are
like
you serious?
$450, yes, to
Just to
register your
register
car,
your
plus the
car?
cost of the registration. So add that $45 on top of that $450. So
Are
for
you
all three of our cars, I promise you, I kid you not, I think
how
North
much you pay?
Carolina's like that too. It's crazy. So, on top of the move, then, there was $2,000 in fees to register our cars or ride dirt.
Oh, what? Oh my god. No, you probably was like, "What the
I'm
what?"
like, all right, God, like, yo. This ain't what I signed up for. What is this? But the beauty is that, again, during that time, I started getting, money was funny, change was strange. And then there were some other extenuating circumstances with the job because I hadn't worked in this district for 2 years yet. So that was crazy. When you look over at the savings and you're like, okay, that's going a little lower. All right, God,
Right,
what we doing now? What we doing now?
right,
And
right.
I said, okay, before I lose my mind, let me get up and let me start, because now I had no desire to unpack anything that I hadn't unpacked because now I'm mad,
Wow.
and but something just said, look, you got to get up and do something, Danny, because if not, this ain't gonna be good. Especially people that have mental health issues, people that have, depression and stuff like that. You can't just sit still and do nothing when you have an already what might look like a bleak situation. It's not bleak, but it could look that way because you're sitting in it, you know.
Right.
Um, and you're like, okay, what do I do now? And again, I went to unpack a box, and those first 10 pages of my manuscript that had been written in 2005 came out the box, man. And I'm like, all right, God, I hear you. I hear you. I'm not going to question it no more. Thank you.
Right. What's up, man? That's
Yeah.
something. And
Yeah.
sometimes that's all that take to spark the fire back.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Because as you
Mm-hmm.
get older, as well as I grow older, because I
Mm-hmm.
am
Mm-hmm.
growing older. Shit, I'm 57. That to me,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying. That
Right.
time
Right.
ain't
Right.
back.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
things start changing. The
Uh-huh.
things I
Uh-huh.
thought about back in my 40s and in my early 50s. You know what I'm saying? I stopped. I don't think like that no more. My thinking has gotten to a different place. You know what I'm saying? Because now life is where it's at. Time go by so quick. I'm like, what is going on with time? You know what I'm saying? And she got knocked down again. She keep knocking herself out. I don't they didn't cut it
Right.
out.
Nah,
Why
I
she
was
knocking
getting ready
herself
to put my information in the chat and it just said bloom. I said, well, what the fudge?
like, yo,
I'm
don't
gonna
touch
have to put it up. I'm gonna have to put it up. I'm not touching nothing. I'm just
no,
gonna
no,
put it up
and
in the comment
right,
after the fact.
right, right. But like I was
And
saying,
whoever's on there, I'll just verbalize it, and if they want to go to the site or hit you on the DM or me on the DM or inbox or whatever later on, and it's
right.
up on all of my pages and so on and so forth. So,
No,
you know.
but I just want you to put in the chat. They'll see it.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
but like I was trying to say before you got kicked out, I was saying how my thinking, like my thinking is not how it was. And what I'm starting to see now, I'm starting to see like, yo, time is flying. You understand? So if you
Mhm.
ain't, it's time to get moving. Like
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
plans, because yo, it's so many people dying right now. This shit is frightening in a sense, like yo, and we all around the same age.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of us are around the same age. We're
Yeah.
60 something,
Yeah. Yeah.
under 65, I wanna say. We all, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it's like, yo, you see people just, passing on, passing
Yeah.
on.
Mhm.
Times
Mhm.
is not the same no more. We don't live in
Nah.
the same times we did in the
Mm-mm.
70s and the 80s, the 90s.
Yeah.
Time is different now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a problem because people are not talking about depression.
Mhm. Mhm.
People
Mhm.
are coming outside and they coming outside fronting and stunting, but they
Yeah.
not really talking about, you know what I'm saying, that inner shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And
You
it's
know what I
sad
mean?
because just like for instance with the with drugs, like when we survived the crack epidemic, and but when crack was out, it was mostly black and brown people, so they ain't do shit. Lock them up, just throw
Yeah,
away
yeah,
the key, blah 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 blah. But now that we have the opioid epidemic and it has ravaged the United States, but it's another persuasion of people that
right.
hit home with. Now all of a sudden, Let's deal with their mental health issues. Let's deal with all of the issues that cause them to use. Let's deal with this. Let's deal with that. Whereas unfortunately for us, we had to wait from the 80s. What it crack really, really hit in the 80s and into the 90s. Then the crystal meth and all that stuff started coming. But, we had to go through like lock them up, throw away the key, but not dealing with the issue that caused them to use or the issue that
No,
caused
no, it
them.
wasn't. I don't believe it was an issue. I believe it was by design.
Well,
After
on
they
their
killed
behalf,
all our
but I'm talking about our issues, the person
no,
who was
no,
the user, the drug
no,
user.
no, no. I know, but what I'm saying is,
Mhm,
right?
mhm,
That
mhm.
shit was put here. You
Oh, yeah.
understand? Once they killed all our black leaders, you
Mhm,
understand? Once
mhm.
all those black people died in the 60s, and
Yeah.
then in the 70s it was just regular cocaine and
Mhm.
dope. And they
Yeah,
had already experimented on the dope in the war. So they
yeah,
already knew the
yeah,
effects of the dope. So
yeah.
once the black man came home, he had no wins at all anyway.
Nothing,
And if
nothing.
he did survive and was able to do something, something great and shit, then that was a
Mhm.
blessing and his bloodline was blessed.
Yeah.
Because that's what I believe. I believe everything is on a bloodline because if they
Mhm.
killing all these look what they doing over there in Gaza, right?
Yeah,
They killing bloodlines.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
taking them out of here off this
yeah,
planet. Your bloodline is gone.
yeah.
That's it. Like I don't have no kids, right? You don't have any kids either, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't biologically have kids, but I've raised children. My siblings, when my mother passed away, I raised my siblings, but
No, but I
so I
say
look at
that
them as my kids. But I get what you're saying. Biological bloodlines,
by
generations.
the
Boom, boom, boom,
generation.
boom.
Boom, boom, boom. So if you don't have a
Mhm.
son, because your son is the one who carries the bloodline,
Right.
right? Am I not right?
Absolutely. Mhm.
Right.
You're
So
you're absolutely
um,
right.
you know what I'm saying? So once all of that happened, and see black people they kept seeing a disappointment of
Mhm.
they couldn't get any help back then. You
Mhm.
understand? And if they
Mhm.
did, they had to give up their whole fucking soul just to get it. You
Yeah.
understand? You
Yeah.
had to
Yeah.
cry. You had to go in these offices. You had to bring your kids dressed a certain way. You had to
Yeah, man.
talk a certain way. You had to
Mhm.
damn near
Mhm.
beg these motherfuckers just to help you. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
'cause I watched my mother go through that shit. So I
Mhm.
seen it.
Mhm.
So once all of that took place and black people lost hope, when
Mhm.
you all you gotta do is throw something out there. And what
Yeah.
did they
Yeah.
do? They took that cocaine, they figured out how to process that shit because it wasn't
Mhm.
even crack, it was freebase cocaine.
Yeah. Freebase. That's what they called it first.
Freebase, no, that's what I smoked first. I was right, that's what it was called first. You're right. You know what I'm saying?
But what was freebase? What was it? It was crack. They
Freebase,
just hadn't added the speed and
no,
all the rest of the crap to it. It was
no,
it was
I think
coke and baking soda. It's crack.
no, nah, they cracked that crack. They had more than that in there. They
Oh
had
yeah. Oh yeah.
they
They
had all
added
kinds
stuff.
of shit in
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
Yeah. But
game was
to bring it back to the mental health piece, that was the generational curse that we're dealing with now with a lot of the young people, that whose parents were out there on crack or whatever the case may be, or whose parents then they have their children and they're
how about
dealing with
the
the repercussions.
HIV? How
Yeah.
about HIV? Same
Yeah.
kid, the
Yeah.
children that are born with
Hmm.
HIV, you
Yeah.
understand? And they
Same,
carry that
same,
shit.
same, same era, the
That
80s.
same ever
Yep.
and age.
Mhm.
So once that we have all of these different, of course, mentally we gonna be challenged.
Yeah, yeah.
Of
But
course.
nobody was saying help them.
Who was
But
gonna help
but
them?
now, right.
It was no help. Look what they doing right now. They taking
Yeah.
these immigrants,
Mhm.
right? They
Mhm.
bringing all these immigrants into this country, don't have nothing to do. Now they out here robbing, stealing, killing, shooting,
Mhm.
robbing, stealing, killing, shooting,
Yeah.
and um I think it's a slap in the face to black folks because
Yeah.
they're giving them $1,000 card
Mm,
so they can buy food that they like to eat. They're in
mhm.
these hotels. See, they only gonna put out but so much truth
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So that's a
Yeah.
slap. We still ain't get reparations. But
Look.
but but you got all these people coming in this country just like yo. At
Yeah.
some point, you gotta take a look. I'm not a supporter of Donald Trump, but shit, he was kind of right about
Mhm.
protecting the border.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, when you think about it, now we got Biden running again. Like, what is Biden really doing for the people? I just want to know. Somebody in the comments, anybody want to
Mhm.
chime in? I'm not saying I'm a supporter of Donald Trump. Please don't take that because I know y'all get a little.
And then take what you say and add their part to it and run with it. But
Add AI on
I'm
this
listen.
motherfucker.
I'm at the point where look, Democrats or Republicans, what are either of them doing for the people? They have their own agenda. They get in there, and of course, DT, the Orange Man, he just was a lot more narcissistic than any president that we've ever seen. However,
Shit is
when you
all.
look at what it is now, it's like, yo,
So
like, mm,
it's all ghosts. It's all smokes and ghost
yeah,
smoke.
yeah,
If I'm saying
yeah,
it right,
yeah,
that's all it
it's
is.
crazy.
Continue on. So, that's all it is. It's
Yeah,
nothing more than that. We have been
yeah,
bamboozled. You
uh-huh.
understand? Hood ring, excuse me, hood ring. If I said that right, and
Hoodwinked.
anything
It's
else.
good.
Right now, right now, it's just about saving yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
You understand what I'm saying? Because what can we change? Yeah, we could change the way we think about shit. You know, we could bring our personal selves to a more comfortable place within our spirit and shit. But
Mhm.
I mean, the fight is crazy. All we
Yeah,
do is march, march, march,
yeah.
march, 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 marching down. At some
But the
point,
change is still not, like it's still not a
all I
such.
want is reparations. Can we get
Yeah,
reparations?
it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It's never
See,
gonna happen. It's
see,
not. You got like what's the state? What was it? Tulsa. Tulsa is giving people what, $15,000, which was a lot of money, which would equal what they lost back in the day when the Tulsa riots, when
I
Black
didn't
Wall
even know
Street was
that.
burnt down. But
I
yeah,
know
they,
Black
they
Wall Street, but I
yeah.
didn't know they made so they gave the people who survived 15,000.
Yes, the actual people that could prove their claim that their family member or whoever were part of the Tulsa massacre.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, and
Well,
but what is $15,000 when you look at it?
well, at least it's something. It's a start.
Well, it is,
It's a
but
start. I mean,
it ain't
Tuesday,
gonna
I
go.
can
The
say
world ain't gonna do that. I mean, the whole United States ain't gonna do that.
I'm going to clap for that because that is a start. At least they gave
Something,
something. I
something.
mean, better yet, they acknowledge the
Right.
wrong.
That there was
You
a
know, like,
wrongdoing. Absolutely. And that's all,
somebody-
it's not even about monetary anything at this particular point, but just acknowledge, because when you look at, okay, I'm an author, right? I have out a book. Now in
Mhm.
my book I talk about childhood trauma. I talk about sexuality. I talk about several different things that at this particular point, most places and every place in Florida, you can't go into a store and buy my book. Why? Because let's erase everything that happened to the Black people, and then we don't have to deal with it or acknowledge that it happened. Let's erase slavery. Let's not acknowledge that there's more priests and all kinds of other people that are raping and molesting and sodomizing these children than any trans person that you're ever going to find. But guess what? They're not going to say that.
Mhm.
They want to put if I change the narrative and you
Mhm.
don't have a narrative to actually identify it to or to cross reference it with, then you
Mhm.
have to believe my narrative. That's what it is.
Right.
So like,
You don't think that's whitewashing? All that
of
is
course it's
whitewashing.
whitewashing. Of
I
course
mean,
it's whitewashing. Of
that's how
course.
come I was going to move to Florida. I was going to go to Florida. I swear I wanted to go to Florida. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? And I did. I went out there because I play racquetball.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
so a lot of people that I've been around for so long, some of them moved out there. They got courts out there, so I thought it was nice because I want to be someplace warm in
Right.
the wintertime.
Right.
At
Right.
least it's 4 months. I want
Yeah.
to be someplace where the sun is shining,
Tell me about it.
chill,
12
and
screws
I
and
got
4 pins in my spine, man. I don't want to be in the cold, but I ain't going there.
right.
That ain't
Look,
it. That ain't. Mm-mm. Sorry.
you ain't go. No, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I
Yeah.
didn't go.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
seen all that shit that the Santos was saying and what they were trying to do, what they're doing in that state right now. I just thought it was horrible. And I said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going there now. I got and I ain't going to front. I went to Hollywood Beach.
Mm.
Wasn't no black folks on that beach.
Yeah.
There wasn't no black folk.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
was
Yeah. There's still a lot of places, specifically in Osakala counties and all of those counties down there that it's nonverbal, but black folks just kind of know, nah, you don't go down there at night, and very few will drive through certain counties during the day because of what they're faced with, and it's open carry
oh
state and
yeah.
it's stand your ground state, so it's just
Oh
that's
my
just
God.
crazy. So
Really? Oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah, open carry and stand your ground.
I had a girlfriend who her mother had moved to Florida, but they're Spanish, they're Cuban and Haitian. And
Mm-hmm,
she had bought a house by the golf course and shit, really nice
mm-hmm,
where her
mm-hmm,
mother lived at. So we went down there and shit. And I got into an argument. I was arguing with the lady in the store, right?
mm.
I forgot for something dumb. I probably was acting impatient. You know what I'm saying? Got into it just for no reason.
You were being a northerner.
Right, right, exactly. I was acting impatient. And you know what I'm saying? I remember her saying to me, yo, chill, this an open carry state, yo, they'll
Mhm,
shoot you.
mhm,
And I
mhm,
was like, yo, because the way she said it, and at first I was like, yo, what the and then I heard her say it again, and I said, "Oh shit!" And then once we got, where we went, she
mhm.
said, "Yeah, yo, don't get out
Yeah,
here act like that because they
yeah,
will
because
fuck
they
with you."
cuckoo. Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll say they
they
were
will
afraid
shoot
for their life because
you.
that Yankee, that northerner came
The
down here and made me feel like I just felt that I needed to shoot them because they might have done something to me.
Northerner,
The
Northerner came with all his voice and shit. I was afraid of the voice. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, as soon as she opened her mouth, I got scared. I thought it was a guy. I ain't see no titties to see if it was
Nothing.
it's a
That,
guy.
that nigga
'Cause
had to die.
like the hat was
Crazy.
backwards, like
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying. She had a mustache, so I was I didn't even know it was a woman.
Oh,
At the end of the day, you gotta be careful, folks. But
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
grateful I survived. I'm grateful I
yeah,
survived
yeah.
that
But
ordeal.
but yeah, the difference though is that now again, it's a whole demographic that's changed with this here opioid epidemic. So now all the help is out there. Let's address the mental health problems. There were things that made them start to use, little Johnny, he, always had some issues going on. We just could never put our finger. And
Mm,
coming from a background of substance abuse and mental health counseling, before I went into food service, before I,
mm,
started to follow my passion,
mm,
yes, I know that in order to address the main issue, the drugs is a symptom.
mm,
So in order to get to the reality of what the symptom is, you have to actually admit the disease. The disease is addiction. The disease is mental health. You have, chemically ill and mentally challenged people that when we were going through all of the shit we were going through, nobody addressed the mental health piece. They locked them up. They didn't even, start allowing meetings to come to jail until a certain point, when people were crackheads. So you just got them sitting there on a dry. How long is that gonna, work?
Well,
You just sitting there, you
I
know.
tell you this. I'm grateful that they had services and resources, you know what I'm saying? Because I probably wouldn't be here today if they didn't.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
grateful I was young enough because I was
Mhm,
young, and you was young. We were all
Yeah,
young,
yeah, yeah.
and they did have resources. At some point, they did have
Yeah, thank God,
constant
thank
drug
God.
programs
You know.
that black people were in and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So it wasn't like I don't feel like I'm happy. I'm happy about that because
Yeah,
had it had not been none of that, then yeah, you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
We
yeah.
had those resources,
Oh yeah, oh
Um,
yeah. You know.
yeah, I got locked up and went to jail, but I was happy. I needed to. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I needed that. I
You could
needed
get introduced to some other
to
things that
to
could help you to save your life and to get better.
absolutely to
Yeah,
get better, and that's what I
yeah,
did. That's
yeah.
exactly what I did. I went
Mhm,
to the drug programs and I got
mhm,
there and I got
mhm.
the information and I
Yeah.
stayed away and I gave myself a chance on life.
Right,
You understand what I'm
right.
saying? And that's what I did. I
Absolutely.
gave myself a chance on life. Went
Yeah.
to college, 2 colleges, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Um, mentor people. I mean, there's so many things that I could say on my resume, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It
Mhm.
matters, but does it really matter? Because the work is never ending. You know
Yeah,
what
you
I'm saying?
know,
It's never ending work. Like we just
well, let
want
me
to
just say this. I say this to people all the time, and that's one of the things that I make mention of a lot in the book. Um, heal people, but people take that literally, and instead of taking it, figuratively, right?
get.
If
Mm,
I'm working on my healing, then I'm more apt to want to help you, right? Because now I know what to do to get to that place. But
mm,
healing is not finite, and people forget that. Healing
mm,
is infinite. And
mm,
and and there's always going to be something that,
mm,
until God closes these pretty browns, you're never healed. You're always going to
mm,
have the scar, you're always going to have a trigger. Learning how to deal with the triggers, learning how to work through the pain of seeing the scar and saying, "Yo, yeah, I know where this store, where what transpired to put this scar here." It's something that's always going to. It's always going to be something to deal with. Like I was having a conversation with a friend yesterday on the phone, right? And like we said earlier, we're all women of a certain age. And she's like, I thought I dealt with this and I thought I dealt with that. And I'm like, what made you think that? You might have, or just like Donkey and Shrek said it in Shrek, right? Donkey just said parfaits have layers. Shrek's like onions have layers. Whatever you want to deal with it, however you want to look at it. It's bitter or it's sweet, but there's layers of your trauma,
mm,
and you get to one part and then it's like, okay, whew, I could face the world now. Or it starts to
mm,
get really painful because to look at some of the things that happened to you that you weren't responsible for,
mm,
but it happened to you and you couldn't control it. To look at those things, of course, is painful. And, I had to fall back for a minute when I was writing. And I think that's what happened. And that's one of the other reasons why it took me so long to get to finally put the book together.
mm,
Because if I would have been able to do this back in 2005, it would have, man, look, I relapsed in 2009, and it wasn't even, from the writing of the book. It was other things, me trying to carry the weight of the world and my family and, be perfect, you
but
know.
you know what? Look, you survived that, man. We
Yeah,
on the
man.
wind down because
Yeah,
we only
man.
got 10 minutes left, and
Yeah.
I want to do a little recap. I want
Okay.
to thank you for coming on, sharing your
Thank you.
story
Thank you.
with
Thank
us.
you.
Make sure you leave your information in the comments
Yep. Yep.
where they
Yep.
can purchase your book at. I'm sure that it will help plenty of people, your
Oh,
story.
yeah.
And I appreciate you, man. I love you, bro.
I
I
love
hope
you
you
too.
mind me calling you bro, but that's what
It
we
don't
did
matter.
back
It
then.
don't matter. We all got X and Y chromosomes.
Right. That part. So listen, man. Danny, thanks for coming on,
Thank
man.
you for having me. You keep being funny. Let's keep trying to make this world a better place for all of us to live in side by side, man. I love you. Thank you so
I love you
much.
too, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Ah, man. Thank Danny again. Thank you for coming on the Toni Byrd Midday Show. Now I see we didn't get a lot of comments and a lot of views, but it's okay. It's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Rome wasn't built in a day. I know that already. They're gonna come over here. You know what I'm saying? So please like, follow, on especially on YouTube. I'm trying to get 1,000 people organically. You know what I'm saying? On my YouTube, and I know I can do it. And I need your help as well, man. Mental health is important. You know what I'm saying? As we discussed today, mental health is important, people. One thing when Danny was talking about that trauma and how the layers that we have, and it's true because you could feel like you had did some work in some areas, excuse me, and maybe at the time you might have did. But then there's sometimes, you could get around people and people can kick that trauma right back up. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta watch the people you around. You know what I'm saying? Because if they are pushing your trauma out, that's nobody you need to be around. And if they can't see it and you can't talk about it, then it doesn't make sense to do it. You know what I'm saying? So now I don't want somebody kicking up my trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm dealing with a person, friendship, relationship, doesn't matter. Don't kick up my trauma. Now I'm not saying that you might not know what my trauma is. You know what I'm saying? But now if something goes on and it
happens, right? Then if I say to you like, hey, listen, I don't like that or I don't appreciate that or A B C D, and then you take that and you just ignore that shit, you know what I'm saying? That's where the problem is for me. That shit disrespectful. You understand? So I'm not putting myself. That's how come I have to be careful of the fucking circle I put myself in. You know what I'm saying? Cause they'll paint me out to be the bad guy. I'm like, wait a minute, how the fuck did I turn into the bad guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, nah. I'm not gonna be a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn, and I'm still learning how to make sure when I step and I move, you know what I'm saying, that shit is conclusive to my fucking mental thinking. I think I said that right.
yo, something is wrong with me. What's up, Janice? Your voice changed. It did. I changed it. I got my little toy over here, so I like, what I'm saying, when I do different voices to me, and telling stories. But no, really, you know what I'm saying? So, yep, trauma brings drama. You know what I'm saying? People check on your trauma. You know what I'm saying? Check your trauma. Because if you check your trauma, it won't be such because now you see who you are, and that's how that go. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank you guys again for participating and coming on and spending. I don't care if it was 2 seconds, 5 minutes, leaving a comment, hitting the like button, man. I appreciate all of that. Tomorrow we back at it again. Same time, same time, same time. And it's just gonna get better. I'm just trying to get comfortable, you know what I'm saying, and what I'm doing. And once that happens, that's it. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So I've been wanting to do. That's why I said follow your dreams is behind me, because that's important to follow your dreams, man. Never let nobody take you out of following your dreams. You know what I'm saying? There was a time in my life I ain't have a dream. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful and blessed that I follow my dream. You know what I'm saying? So again, this Saturday I will be at Comedy in Harlem. with a dope women lineup, all female on the show, ladies show, ladies. I have to bring my wig so that way won't be no problems on the show. So, everybody enjoy the rest of your day, man. If you found anything in this conversation that's offensive, I don't know what to tell you. Don't take this shit personal. That's all I can say. And if the shoe fit, then hey, listen, it fit. If it don't, throw the other motherfucking shoe on. I don't know. I ain't shit. But I am. This has been great. I love it. I'm gonna let this shit ride out. Thank you again. So tomorrow we'll be talking about maybe something a little more happy. Hello. I got y'all and shit. There it is. I was waiting for Danny to put that up. She is in the comments, man. Please support her. You know what I'm saying? All the information is there for you. Information while she's on TikTok, Facebook, Notebook, Barnes and Nobles book, Walmart, Amazon. Shit. I gotta get my life together. Go Danny. Go Danny. Yeah. People in community do shit. We do shit out here. And that's what's important, man. Be a part of practice, be a part of your community, man. Help in your community where you see there's help at, where may need some help at. And you ain't even gotta tell nobody. You could do it secretively. You know what I'm saying? So help out in your community, man. Because at the end of the day, that's what we got. I don't even think we got communities anymore. I don't even know if to call it a community. I don't know. It's just a place you live at now. Nah, let me get out of here, man. I got things to do. It's going to rain later, I think. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of cloudy. So make sure you get outside, do something with yourself positively. You know what I mean? And, man, smile at somebody, man. Just a fucking friendly smile. It don't have to be a relationship. Just smile, yo. Smiling is good for the heart, body, and soul, man. And I'm gonna bring something. I'm gonna leave y'all with a little laugh. Just,
I would be like,
all right, y'all, man. Thanks for joining. See you later.